So you're trying to figure out what the Kimberley market is going to do in 2026. Well, everybody knows that the market is cooled. It's not like it was 3, 4, 5 years ago where multiple offers on every property and things were flying off the shelves. We're not seeing that right now. Prices aren't climbing the way they used to. Buyers are cautious. Sellers are frustrated. But the question people keep asking in Kimberley isn't whether the market has slowed. It's this. As we head into 2026, is the Kimberley market quietly stabilizing, or is there still more pressure ahead? Because Kimberley isn't a pure resort town and it's not a full service city either. It sits right in the middle, and that changes how this cycle is going to play out. So you're asking, what are you talking about, man? Why is Kimberley a hybrid market? Well, you need to understand Kimberley. In 2026, you have to understand what is actually driving the Kimberley market. Kimberley is a lifestyle town, a local workforce community, a secondary home destination, a retirement and downsizing market, and that mix matters. Unlike Fernie, demand here is less international and less speculative. Unlike Cranbrook, demand here is more emotional and lifestyle driven. In slower cycles, hybrid markets don't crash, but they do reprice expectations. So Kimberley is not in a free fall, it's not imploding, and it's not falling off a cliff. What it's actually experiencing is just a little pause. Sales take a little longer, negotiations take more effort, buyers ask more questions, and that's because discretionary buyers, second home buyers, retirees, lifestyle buyers, and movers can afford to wait. So instead of sharp price drops, Kimberley goes through fewer transactions, selective demand, price resistance on well-located homes, and this creates a market that feels stuck. But it's just actually resetting. Kimberley does not have unlimited room to grow. It's a small town in a valley, around in the mountains, beautiful town. And new ownership development here is slow, expensive, cautious. Right now, spec builds have slowed. Phase developments are stretching the timelines. Some planned projects are paused. And why does this matter? Because Kimberley relies on just enough new supply to keep prices balanced. And when that supply slows too much, entry-level options tighten, resale homes hold better value. The downside becomes more limited. This is one of the strongest signals that Kimberley is closer to the bottom than the headlines might suggest. Kimberley never attracted aggressive speculation. Most investors here focus on long-term rentals, seasonal use, modest appreciation, and that's important. Now, rents have flattened, costs are higher, margins are thinner, interest rates have changed. Some investors are selling, but again, this is orderly. It's not distressed, it's not a fire sale. This keeps inventory flowing without forcing prices down aggressively. And the buyers that are still active in Kimberley in 2026, they're retirees, they're downsizers, lifestyle movers priced out of Fernie or Invermere, local families upgrading. Great opportunity right now to upgrade. Long-term owners, not flippers. These buyers are cautious but committed. They're not chasing appreciation and they're buying for fit and function. That type of demand creates stability even in slower markets. So what does 2026 realistically look like? This is not going to be a boom. This is not going to be a bust. It's going to be a normalization. Prices are going to likely move sideways, remain highly property specific. I would say that the prices are going to increase a little bit, nothing drastic. Realistic sellers will be rewarded. Overpriced sellers will be punished. Kimberley doesn't rebound fast, but also it doesn't unravel. The bottom here forms quietly though. Seller fatigue, buyer confidence returns slowly, and less new inventory entering the market. So who is this market for and who should wait it out? Well, this market rewards long-term owners, lifestyle-driven buyers, downsizers with flexibility, and buyers planning to stay. Now, careful here. This market will absolutely punish the short-term flipper, those that are over-leveraged, buyers chasing quick gains, anyone expecting dramatic rebounds. Kimberley has never been about hype. Kimberley is a girl's name. If you know me, you're going to like that one. That one's for you, John. It's about livability, community, and long-term enjoyment. Now, a lot of people are waiting for a big signal that the market has turned. That signal, I doubt was ever going to come. Kimberley markets don't bottom out loudly. They don't crash and they don't fall and they don't stumble and they don't implode. They settle slowly and then move forward. Knowing where you are in that cycle matters, but knowing how to buy correctly in this market matters even more. So if you want to talk through whether Kimberley makes sense for you based on your timing, your lifestyle, your long-term plans, give me a shout. And if you want to see how Kimberley compares to Fernie or Cranbrook heading into 2026, watch this next video. I'll see you in the next one.